We're good there. Okay. Perfect. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Hope you guys are having a good one. So let's get right to it. Today we are my 2003 Infiniti G35 Coupe, and I'll start by saying that I really love this car, man. This car is super fun and it's been really good to me ever since I got it back on the road. So let's start with the exterior of the car. Now I think this exterior is just beautiful, man. Like, the body lines are perfect. I think they're timeless, and good thing about it is, it being a luxury coupe, you don't get that unwanted attention, you know, from law enforcement and just kids trying to race you up and down the streets all day long, you know. So that's always a plus. I think with a nice set of wheels and a drive, you can't go wrong with this car, man. Simple is always better with this car, in my opinion. I've seen a few guys throw some wide bodies on here, but I think it's just too much, man. I mean, if you want to do that, then I'd say just stick to a 350Z. You know, that's more fit for that type of platform. But I just love the body lines on this car. I think it's so smooth. So why mess that up, right? Anyways, going into the interior of the car, I love this interior, man. I have a black leather interior. They did come with a tan option, but I think the black looks way better, honestly. So I have that. I have some heated seats. Oh, that's one of my favorite things on any car, man. Heated seats, oh, they come so handy, especially up here in the Northeast when you have like this super cold winter months. Can't go wrong with some heated seats, guys. So yeah, that's a huge plus. I love that feature. You know, the steering wheel is perfect. It's nice. I mean, it's not too big, but it's not too small either. It just fits nice in your hand. It's pretty simple also. You just have your volume on the left and your cruise control on your right. So it's pretty good, man. I like this interior, man. These seats, they hug you really well too. Like, they're not Recaros or anything, but the bolstering is really good. And I'm not a huge guy, you know. I'm 180, give or take 10 pounds depending on the holidays, right? Depending on what season we're in. But yeah, I mean, I sit pretty good in here. I'm so nice and snug. I'm not all wiggly and moving side to side, you know. Like, it fits perfectly, man. They're a little on the stiff side, but I do drive this car like round trips around 100, 120 miles, and they're not backbreakers, you know. So we're good on that. And yeah, it feels good. Especially, I have some TN coilovers. I have the Flex Z model, and that thing, man, once I put those on, this car has just been super flat, man. So once you go around a bend or turn, you just don't feel anything, man. Like, the seats hug you nice and tight, and the car just super flat. No body rolls, no nothing, man. So definitely confident inspiring, and I just love these coilovers, man. So everything else in the interior, it's fine, man. I mean, to the eye, it looks beautiful, right? I mean, that's my opinion, but it is not perfect. And once you start daily driving this car, you'll notice that there's a lot of cheap plastic in here. Now, here in the center armrest is hard, and also the door panel. But the door panel is by far the worst one, man. Like, I've never experienced something like this. Like, this door panel armrest is super stiff, super hard, that the first week of daily driving this car, I got a little bruise on my elbow, man. It sounds crazy, but it is true. So now whenever I drive, I just keep both hands on the steering wheel, or I'll keep it on top of the panel like this, just so it won't bother me, man. So again, it's not a deal breaker, but it's something to point out. You know, I'm just nitpicking here, but everything else is great. Oh, and one more complaint is these cup holders, man. These cup holders suck. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because, you know, it's 03 whatever, and they were just starting out with these cup holders. But when you put a water bottle in there, it's all flimsy. It just moves around everywhere. It's not really secured. And if you put anything bigger than that in there, you're gonna run into it when you're shifting at high gears. So that's kind of annoying. I mean, you do have a slot here in the door panel, that you can put the beverage and you won't be hitting, you know, while you're shifting. So that's a semi-fix. You know, you can always do that. But if you have an automatic, you have nothing to worry about, guys. So you're all good. So yeah, as far as exterior, I love the exterior. Interior is perfect. Not perfect, but you know what I'm saying, guys. It's pretty good. And yeah, so let's talk about the performance of this car. Now this car comes with a 3.5 liter V6, is a VQ35DE, and it's rated at 280 horsepower, 270 foot-pounds of torque. Now if you get an 06 and up, they come with a rev-up engine, which is still a 3.5 liter, but they tweaked the internals a bit, and they did add variable valve timing to the intake and the exhaust cam, so you get to rev up a little higher and you get a bit of more horsepower out of that engine. So that one's rated at like 290-ish and 260 foot-pounds of torque, so not too shabby, you know, for a daily driver. It's pretty decent. And then with some bolt-ons and a nice little tune, you get that to the wheels, definitely. So that's always good, man. As far as mods that I have done to this car, I have an engine intake, I have some ARC high flow cats, which are phenomenal, man. Those things are beautiful. The welds and the quality on those things are just, I don't know, they did their thing with those, man. They look beautiful. And then that's connected to just straight pipes going to Infiniti mufflers. Now the cat back I didn't touch, that's how it was from the previous owner. So the car still sounds good, you know. So I haven't really messed with that yet. I'm gonna keep it at that for now. I think the high flow cat's pretty much sealed the deal and just kept everything nice and subtle. It's not too loud, it's not raspy or anything, at least I don't think so. So I'm okay with it for now. You know, it doesn't have that G35 tone to it, but it sounds pretty decent, so I won't complain. And as far as reliability and maintenance goes, this car's been pretty good to me. I mean, I've had to deal with oil leaks since the beginning, but that's just because the previous owner neglected this car so much, man. I don't know what they did to this poor thing, but I had to replace a lot of parts on it, hence why I got it so cheap. I did buy this car for $1,800, but I replaced a ton of stuff, which more preventive maintenance than as far as like actual broken things, you know, because the ECM was bad. But before I realized that was bad, I just went off and started replacing sensors here and there, replacing my coil packs and spark plugs and all this stuff, and it just adds up, right? But it's been good to me, man. The only thing I've been dealing with was like some oil leaks, but it being at the end of the day a Nissan, it's been super cheap to fix, man. Like the first oil leak I had was the oil cooler, and all it took was a $3 gasket. Put that bad boy in there, you're good to go. Then the VCT solenoids, one of those were leaking on my car, so I don't remember which one off the top of my head, but you could get both VCT solenoids with the gaskets for under $100. So that's pretty good, man. So if you have that issue, throw that on. Also 10-15 minute fix. And then right now I currently have a little small leak, like a little sweat, you know, coming off the timing chain cover. But the fix for that one is some RBT silicone, and then that's it, you're done. So I haven't done that yet because obviously I drive this car every day and you have to let it cure for 24 hours, but I think I might get away with just 12-13 hours, we'll see. But as of now, that's the only thing I gotta deal with. Of course I gotta replace the power steering pump if you haven't heard it already. Wow, thing sounds like shit. Thing's so annoying. but you could, you know, I've been seeing those used for like 50 bucks. So again, if you have any trouble with this car, it's gonna be very inexpensive to fix. So that's always a huge plus. Now, if you're looking to get into these cars, I'd say just go do it, man, because they're starting to become like the new 240s, you know, the new 240s. And I say that because I've seen some really nice swaps in these cars. You have your 2JZ swaps, you have your LS1 swaps, and those engines look like they should have been there from factory, man, you know? And people are starting to drift these things, and I would honestly prefer this than a 240. Now, I love 240s. I think they're super cool. They're little cars, you know, they're probably light and nimble, but it's so hard to come across a clean 240 that I just bite the bullet and get one of these, man, because at the end of the day, you still have creature comforts in here. You know, you have the heated seats, you have your what is it called, the cruise control, you have all this cool stuff, you have a double din, you have sunroof, leather interior, come on. So, you know, why not get it? And then these cars are becoming very cheap, man. You could probably get a nice clean one between 3 to 5 or even less, and even more depending on what you're looking for. But like I said, I bought this for 18, but it wasn't running right, but it didn't take much to fix it, because at the end of the day, it was just the ECM, and the ECM alone, I only paid $250 used, you know, and I didn't have to get a program because they had the NATS file bypassed, so I didn't have to program the key or anything. So slapped it on, ready to go, just turned right on, and that was it, man. So again, man, I think these are great bargains, man. They're super fun. They're not too heavy either. They come in at like around 3,400 pounds, so they're not too heavy, you know, and it just a little bit more weight is good for, you know, you plant the power. But yeah, guys, I do want to wish you guys happy holidays, man. If I don't make another video before, you know, Christmas and the New Year's, which I'm hoping I will. Don't worry, stick around, because I'm, you know, trying to get better at this, guys. But yeah, I want to wish you guys happy holidays. Just hoping you guys are safe out there, man, because a lot of crazy stuff going on, man, in this world, man. So just make sure you take care of your loved ones, man. Just spread positivity, and then just be good, you know. So if you haven't already, subscribe, guys. Comment below, man. Let me know what you guys think of the car, and don't forget to give it a little thumbs up, man. So hope you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.